So here is my second, or is this third attempt at trying to make these magnets resonate and see if I can get an electrical output. So I've got a piezoelectric disc siliconed onto the top of the magnets, so I can get those off later. Isopropyl alcohol will dissolve the silicone if you try hard enough. Anyway, magnetic coil wrapped around the outside. It's on bubble wrap so that it can resonate well, although it doesn't seem to care about that. Output goes to oscilloscope probes. Input goes from the signal generator, and then it goes through a toroid core to up the voltage, and then off to the piezode module. These clips are not clipped to anything, but it's a magnet, so they just hold themselves on there really nicely. Anyway, frequency where it is getting the most voltage out is 590 kilohertz, and you can see as I switch that frequency, the blue trace is the output of the coil. The yellow trace is the input from the signal generator. So either way I go, it gets larger and smaller, and that's the peak of the power out from the coils. Now I've got a 50 ohm resistor here. If I hook that across the coil, you can see output signal goes to 0. So there's no real power sitting on that voltage. But if I go tune this thing for a lower frequency, you can see that we will get a rise in the input, which shows us our acoustical resonance. Of course, it happens at a higher frequency than 0. It was about 8 kilohertz. We get our highest input, but still that's there's no output on the coil when you do that. So and that's 6.8 kilohertz. So anyway, same thing with the magnet on top to give it a DC bias and all of that. Doesn't really seem to do anything, well, unless it breaks the connection. So yeah, and I can even get the output to change DC wise with the magnets here if I try hard enough. Anyway, so whatever conditioning they were talking about on this, I believe that's going to be the trick, because it sure doesn't do much of anything right now. Okay, bye.